Hi friends, every week on Mondays I ask you what's your biggest struggle with ukulele, and this week I am addressing a struggle from Pat, and she says her biggest struggle is trying to play a chord clearly and not muting any other strings. Her nails are kept short and she still struggles. She's been playing for over a year now, doesn't get any better, and she has a concert uke. So let's address this question. It can be tricky in the beginning to make all of your fingers go just so that each string rings out clearly. And when we're doing chord progressions, sometimes it can be hard to get all those fingers in place quickly. We might end up with a sound like that. So when you run into a problem where some of your strings are not ringing out clearly, I want you to stop whatever you're doing and go string by string. So let's take the G chord. So first of all, we have the open G string, so we play that. And put your fingers in position. I use my index finger for the second fret of the C string, middle for second fret of the A, and ring for third fret of the E, but you can also try around with different fingerings, but that's the one that works best for me. So now, once your fingers are in position, play each string one at a time. And make sure each one is ringing out clearly. If you hit one and it doesn't ring out clearly, like that, then see what your finger is doing. Make sure you're pressing down firmly, very firmly, and make sure that your hands and your fingers are curved so that they're not touching any of the other strings. So let's play that C string again. Oh, still getting that muted sound. So press down hard, make sure you're not touching any of the other strings, and then keep it like that. Now let's go on to the E string. Okay, if you get a sound like that, make sure you're pressing down hard enough and that you're not touching any of the other strings. Okay, and lastly, the A string. So make sure all of your fingers are held just so, even if you have to take 5 minutes and stop the song you're playing or stop the exercise you're doing and do this and just make sure all of the strings are ringing out. And then just practice that. Just practice the act of getting your fingers just so. And then it's going to be easier when you're playing a song. Your fingers are going to have more muscle memory and they're going to know exactly how to hold themselves as you are playing chords so that they ring out through clearly. The other thing you want to make sure of is that your ukulele action is set up properly. And action just means the playability of your ukulele. So take a look at the strings from this angle. Are they super duper close to the fretboard? If they're far away, it can make it really tricky for you to achieve those clear notes. I'm going to link a video in the description of this post so that you can check out the action of your ukulele and make sure that it's at the best playability for you, because if our ukuleles are difficult to play, then it's not going to be fun to play. So we want to make sure they're set up properly so that they're easy and fun to play. Now, if it's still a problem for you, maybe you could try getting a tenor ukulele or a baritone ukulele, because those have frets and strings that are a little bit farther apart, giving you more space to avoid touching the strings with your fingers. If you have a tip that helps you to make sure that your strings are all ringing out clearly, please share it with us in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks for sharing your struggle, Pat. I'll see you next time.